It takes a few.
5 seconds.
All right. All right, Pop, let's see who shows up. We are live. All right, Miss Merlene checking in. Miss Louise watching. Our cousin Erica Derwan checking in. Miss Joycelyn. Miss Sissy, TGIF, yes ma'am. Thank God it's Friday. Bonjour, buongiorno. Mr. Philip Nunez checking in. Miss Desley's checking in. Miss Merlene, she's like, I'm here. We ready to knock it out. Friday is going to be our best show yet. Miss Elaine, good afternoon. Miss Carolyn's checking in. I've been waiting my whole life for this show, Dad. Absolutely. Hello, Campbell family. Remember, Good Morning Vietnam? Remember that show?
Yeah.
Good Morning Vietnam. Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Does that even sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva da dang, oh, viva da dang, da dang me, what you get a rope and hang me. I remember too many weird stuff. I could actually keep going. I know the whole thing. All right, hello from Homa. Miss Victoria says bonjour. All right, so show number 17. All right, let me start it off. Hey, Owen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let me introduce you to a couple of clowns for the next hour, we the clowns of this show. Dad, how you feeling?
I feel good. I want to welcome all the people. And after I say it, you tell me who I'm trying to imitate. I'm going to say it and you tell me who I'm trying to imitate.
Wayne Newton.
Bonjour, messieurs, mesdames et mes chers amis.
Belton Richard.
No.
Just kidding.
Cousin
Cousin Dudley. Yeah. Miss April, hello to you. We hope everybody's doing good. If you haven't checked our show, we're going to just play some tunes, have some conversation, interact with you guys, and just try to celebrate the positive things in life. And one of them is being music.
I'll tell you what, nowadays, to me, the Fridays and the Saturdays look all the same.
Yeah, they all have Y's at the end of them, though, if you think about it. Remember that song? Only on days that end in Y. Remember that song? No. Yeah, me neither. No. So we want to welcome everybody. Dad, why don't you kick it off with a little tune, man? Get everybody's toe tapping. Let me know what y'all drinking. It's Friday. We just got off of work, and so we're gonna celebrate the weekend. And y'all tell me what y'all drinking. I got a little special concoction right here. It's I had to proof it from getting knocked over. So I'm
You had to proof it.
I had to proof it, 80 proof. Hey Tiffany, she says, hey Mr. Pat and Brian.
Right there.
All right, Miss Janet Landry checking in. And she said she ordered her T-shirt. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah.
I like that.
Hello from DeQuincy. Ain't Nanny Charles drinking water? Hey, you got to have that too, Nanny Charles.
I drank to that. I do want to say the first song, I'm sure most of y'all saw, downloaded the song list for today. And the first song is...
Let's go to Lafayette.
I know Lafayette. I played this song before, but a while back, a fellow by the name of Golden Zano, who's in active duty in the military, requested 3 songs. One was Allons à Lafayette. The other one is J'ai été au bal hier soir. I went to the dance last night. And the third one was La Cassine Special. Well, today I'm going to play one of his songs. He had sent this a while back and I lost track. Brian will tell you later how to request.
After this song, I'm going to do that.
Kind of foolproof because
yep.
I miss them. And tomorrow I'm going to play some more. But the first 2 songs I'm going to play are requests. So the first song I'm going to play will be J'ai été au bal hier soir. No. Allons à Lafayette.
Wait. Let me help. Let's start from the beginning. The earth cooled, and then dinosaurs came, then a meteor, and then little mammals rose up, and then we... Tap those toes.
Allons à Lafayette, c'est pour changer ton nom. Ils vont t'appeler madame, madame China Gumbo. Puis t'es trop mignonne pour faire le criminel. Pourquoi tu fais ça? C'est pour ne pas fâcher. C'est pour le parler. Allons à Lafayette, c'est pour changer ton nom. Ils vont t'appeler madame, madame China Gumbo.
Dad got his game face on, boy. Look at that concentration, man. Woo.
Concentration. I had a
He's
brain,
locked.
I had a brain cramp at the beginning.
He's locked in. No, but that's a compliment. Sometimes you get so locked into something that you forget it. So that's actually a compliment.
I must have not been locked in on the song.
Let me move a little closer. All right. So if any of you guys have a request, so Dad is learning, and Dad, you could tell him. I mean, Facebook is there's a lot, man. There's a lot of stuff to kind of learn. And I had a Facebook when I was at Auburn, and that was 2002. So I've had a head start on that in knowing how to do this. So if y'all want to request a song from Dad, the easiest thing to do is actually tag Dad in the comments. So you could, type in Pat and tag him or tag me, and that brings our attention to the comment and for your request. Because look, I'm telling you, I've been knowing my dad my whole life. He doesn't want to let anybody. He wants everybody to. He wants to read your comments. He don't want to sly anybody. He don't want it to seem like he's ignoring you. So, but accidents happen, and he just wants to make sure he sees all your comments. So if you have a request for Pops, man, just tag him.
I saw one today. It was from a Miss Ruth Chicksnider. She says, "Play banjo on my knee," and I'm sure it's. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Gotta come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I'm pretty sure I can play that, but no telling when she sent that. I'm finding them from, so if they tagged me, I would know.
Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Cause I've been drinking since 9 a.m. with a big glass of Heineken. Look,
okay.
Let me talk about your t-shirts, Pop, real quick.
Ooh,
look,
t-shirts.
Our t-shirts are up. 2020 Pat Campbell Cajun Quarantine Concert Tour. And on the back, You Are My Sunshine. They are on our Bonfire account. I posted it. Some of you have already bought them already. And we are not making, the thing is that with such small orders, it's $20 a shirt. That's our cost. So you're paying costs. And if you want to donate to Impact Acadiana Community Nonprofit, you can, but you don't have to. So that way everybody can get their shirts. What a memory for the year. But Dad's shirts are up and running. And Sharice wants to know what's on the mantle. I'm so glad you asked, Sharice. So I'm very random, man. I'm a random number generator. So the pin is symbolic because I felt today Dad was going to roll a strike, man. He was going to knock it out. He was going to roll a strike with his personality and his performance tonight. So that's what the pin is for, man. Dad's gonna bowl a strike, and if he gets 3 strikes, he's gonna bowl turkey, and if he gets 4 strikes, I'm gonna drink wild turkey. So that's the deal.
If I get a brain freeze or not, brain cramp.
I'm gonna post the link to the shirts after the concert. I'll post the link to it, but I think they came out pretty cool, man. So.
Yeah. And that's only if they want.
No,
to.
absolutely,
We get nothing
absolutely.
From that,
Good a memory.
Only old.
All right, Dad, what you got? Oh, Joule Blonde.
Joule
Man,
Blonde.
one of the most. Wouldn't you say this is one of the most requested songs you get?
I did get this as a request again. Yes.
And can you speak a little French before you start?
Bonjour, messieurs, mesdames, et mes chers amis, comme des cousins d'œil.
See, Dad has the voice for radio too, man.
Oh, let's go. Joule Blonde.
Joule Blonde in B minor. Dad, excellent job. Excellent job.
you.
Hey, I just had a realization. That was a waltz, right? Like a one,
Yeah.
two, and a two-step has
The waltz is-
two
yeah,
steps, and a waltz has three, right?
That's
Right.
Tuesday.
So a two-step is two, and a waltz is three. Isn't that odd?
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah, that's three, that's
odd.
right,
All
yeah.
right, I'll shut up now. That was really bad.
And you smart.
That was bad. Bad jokes are free, y'all. The good ones, I guess, cost, but that's why this show is always free. Hey, what are y'all plans for this weekend? I have some plans for us, Dad. I didn't tell you. We're gonna have a water park. We're gonna go to the water park, Saturday. I'm gonna fill the tub with water, and we're gonna have one of those wave pools. You know, and then we could take turns going in the wave pool in the tub. You know, it's just gonna be like your shins, but you know, we can kind of use our imagination and kind of have a little
One of them
a little water
plastic
parks.
pools or
No, just the
that's,
bathtub, just the tub, yeah. And you know, so we'll just see how it goes. It's all about imaginations, Pop. It's all good. So good job on the song. After song number 5, I'm gonna do the news. Remember how I did the news? So I'm gonna keep you guys updated on all of the news that's happening in the Campbell household after song number 5. So y'all let me know what y'all got planned for this weekend. You know, what you guys got going on? I'm sure some of you are getting creative by now, man. Maybe it's watching a movie. Maybe it's trying to win 3 hands of solitaire in a row. I don't judge.
Wait. Win
Melissa,
3 hands of solitaire
in a row? You never did that before?
Yeah, that's true.
Melissa said all good water parks have lifeguards. Who's going to be the lifeguard? Mama? Mama could be a good lifeguard because she'll tell us if not being safe.
That's right. She'll tell us.
Neil said he liked that song and he wanted to get up and dance.
Oh, my friend Neil. Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
Get ready, Miss Judy.
Oh, Miss Mary Alice Gray said she's going to work on her above ground garden. That's pretty cool, man.
That is.
That's garden.
Hey, yes.
Going on a hike, 400.
Miss Mary Alice Gray.
Miss Victoria's going on a hike at Buford Park, 4,700 acres in Oregon.
Wow.
God.
What is she going?
I wonder if that's the Oregon Trail.
Yes, I'll bet, Brian.
All right, Brett's going to wash his car 1 fender a day. He said he's going to make it last. And poor Tiffany's going to work on IEPs.
Oh,
What's that?
No. Yeah.
What's an IEP, Pop? Help me out.
Individual educational plan.
See, I didn't know. I really didn't know because in college we don't have to deal with minors. But you know what I thought? I thought that was like IEPs. I thought that was some IEPs, some IEPs.
Tiffy.
Whitney, you cleaning?
You have to.
You cleaning this weekend? All right. Okay, Dad, we got next is In the Light of the Moon.
This is by Vin Bruce, and Vin Bruce was very close to Mr. Roy Denos and Mr. Roy's wife, and that group from Delton.
Who made your accordion, Dad? Someone asked about your accordion.
This accordion was made by, I know the man real well, Junior Martin.
Yeah.
Junior Martin.
Mr. Brett Landry said it's definitely a Martin accordion from Scott, Louisiana. Someone asked what kind of make it is from Lafayette. Yeah. You know, Dad speaking French, you know what it made me think of? This is random. I'm having kind of a loopy day today, so I'm just going to say random thoughts that come into my head. You know, like when you learn in a new language, or like on a movie, like someone's learning a new language and they give them like phrases to say, right? And it'll be like, you know, Buenos tardes, señoritas y señores, me llamo Santan Gobierno de Mexico. And then the phrase is, your chickens are in my barbecue pit. Like it'll be like something like totally random when you're trying to learn a new language. No? You never like seen that before?
I'm trying to figure out what you said.
I said
you didn't know what
Spanish?
You knew what you said, yeah.
Buenos tardes, señoritas y señores, me llamo Santan Gobierno de Mexico. That was my 5th grade biography day speech when Mom made me be Santa Anna. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Santana, ruler of Mexico in the mid-1800s. I began my military career at age 15. I was careful to make profitable political alliances despite my limited education and soon steadily advanced to become so. Yeah, that's the only Spanish I know is from, thanks, Mom.
Man, that's smart.
No,
Somebody else must be your dad.
Just think of, just think of like what useful knowledge could actually be up in there if I wanted to.
If only you applied yourself.
If only we'd have known I had dyslexia growing up. Well, okay, I have a joke from our director of humor, Melissa Campbell. We have anointed her a full unanimous vote of 2-0. We voted my sister Melissa as our director of humor. Why did the pianist keep banging his head on the piano keys?
He couldn't get through?
He was playing by ear.
Oh, hitting his ear on the piano.
Now, I take exception to my sister right there because she said, why'd the pianist keep banging his head? So she assumed it had to be a boy because we hard head. So I kind of agree with her on that. It's probably a boy. That's a good one. He was playing by ear. I get it. All right. So, what else you got going on, Dad? You got something you want to say?
Yeah, but
I
can't play by ear.
You can't play by ear?
No, I play with my fingers.
But now you got the souped up ears. You got some special.
Hearing aid.
Yeah. Dad got hearing aids.
Sometimes when Mama talks to me, I shut them off.
She's reading your lips. I won't tell her. Y'all don't tell Mom, all right? That's going to be our secret. All right. I don't want her to fly in on the broom and kick our butts. Let the Meatball Roll. What's that song about, Pop?
Well, the song is sung by Tracy Schwartz. And Let the Meatball Roll. There was a fella, I'm sure he's dead by now. His name was Houston Lejeune. And he was a MC on KEUN radio station in Eunice.
KEUN?
KEUN in Eunice. And he had a music program on the radio, and he was carrying it live. He'd play records. And every time he'd start the program, always he says, "Let the meatball roll, yeah." And then he'd start playing some music. That was his...
that was like his little call sign. Like his little...
his call sign.
Let the meatball roll.
Let the meatball roll.
Let the meatball roll.
Do y'all remember the elderly people on KUN? Houston Lejeune had a French program. Maybe if somebody...
And I'm assuming he only spoke French in the program? It
was a French program.
Yeah. Maybe it was a program about making bread. I didn't know. I was just seeing if.
I know.
Como Savoy, my little Cajun friend.
But it's about Houston Lejeune. The song is about him.
All right. Before you start, Miss Joycelyn, I'm going to tell us. So now I decided, because my delirium is getting exponential, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just going to put random things on the mantle to make you talk. So I'm glad you asked what that is. I'm going to do show and tell after Dad plays, because I'm really dying to hear Let the Meatball Roll.
Well,
let the meatball roll.
Well, Houston Lejeune would always start off by, "Let the meatball roll, shine." And then he'd play his song. I've listened to him.
Well,
we could catch KUN.
Well, I have one request, all right? Before you start playing, you got to do it one more time, like him, and then get into your song.
Okay.
So that way we could have it on tape forever.
All right. But I want to tell y'all, I don't play it very well. And I can sing it pretty good because I have this is phonetically spelled. I don't know if people want to see it.
I got it.
Those of you that can read and write French, you can tell that's not French.
You know what I felt like? I felt like in the People's Court, you know, when they had a document and they give it to the little lawyer and he comes and takes it to Judge Wapner.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let the meatball roll. La Louisiane, y a pas longtemps, tous les samedis après-midi, on écoutait K.E.U.N. Meilleur DJ, ça c'était Houston le jeune. Oh, ben let the meatball roll, child, let the meatball roll. On est paré, bébé, let the meatball roll. D'ici, K.E.U.N. Tout le monde savait, il était là. Comme toujours, il commençait après crier. Oh, ben let the meatball roll, child, let the meatball roll. On est paré, bébé, let the meatball roll.
Dad, that was awesome, man. You got a lot of people that really enjoy that. Let me give you a couple points. Silas Fontenot said the radio station K-Bon in Eunice still use the let the meatball roll phrase very often. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, here's a story. You know, I remember Lucy when we got married in 2002. And you know how it's traditional to have a first dance, you know, the bride and the groom.
Uh-huh.
And she said, so Brian, what kind of song do you think you want to use to, you know, for that special moment? And I was like, let the meatball roll, Chef. I mean, it's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that encompasses a marriage and love and commitment like let the meatball roll, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
Everybody likes meatballs.
Absolutely.
You know, and y'all were rolling.
And we were rolling, man. So, you know, but I got voted down.
So that's what y'all wanted to dance for. That's what you wanted to dance for.
Yeah. But you know, I never get what I want,
But
man.
in Cajun country, I can understand
It was,
that.
you know, it was a logical request.
Yeah.
Dad, I want to give a quick shout out. They know why, but Miss Kelly Broussard, Miss Bonnie, and Mr. Lovelace, the salt of the earth, the best people you can meet. Thank you guys so much for helping us out today. So
What you want to tell the story? What happened?
back to the question of what is on my mantle. So I'm going to just start putting random things like show and tell. Dad, to your left at the top is a bottle of Japanese whiskey in a samurai bottle. The samurai head comes off, the samurai shoulder pads come off. It's very, very rare. I got that as a gift from my friend Shuichi Sato, who's a colleague of mine. I went to college with him at Southern Miss. And I picked him up at the airport, and he said, Brian, in tradition in Japan, you do a favor, I give a gift. I was like, man, you don't have to give me a gift. And when he showed me that Japanese bottle of whiskey, I was like, thank you for your gift. This is awesome. So that is my Japanese bottle of Nikko whiskey.
You talk good Japanese English.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Good Japanese English.
So that's that. Dad, I'm excited about this next song, man. I'm going to get to try to do it with you. And how many of you remember Don Williams? This is in the comments, but man, I remember Dad, you know, riding with Dad, it was either Cajun music, French music, or, you know, some traditional country music. And man, Don Williams, I mean, you talk about if you stressed or if, for those of you that don't know Don Williams, if you on the stress side this weekend, pop in some Don Williams greatest hits, man. It's going to mellow you out. It's just soothing, calm. And he's, oh, Brett, you want to hit some of that Kung Pao whiskey with me, dude? All right. Oh, Miss Carmen said she loves Don Williams. So Dad's going to do a Don Williams song, and I'm going to try to sing along with him so that I can say that I had a Don Williams duet with my father that was recorded for all times, okay? Go ahead, lead into it. Maybe...
Well, I do want to say that I want to... this is a beautiful song. In fact, my niece was named after this song that my brother-in-law, Walter, told me that he loved that song so much that his firstborn girl was named Amanda.
Pretty cool.
So I'm going to play this pretty song for my beautiful niece, Amanda Toups Hendee, and all the Amandas out there. Now you might say, what is he doing playing a nice song like Amanda on the accordion? Well, we'll see. Let's try it. Y'all ready?
On two. Ready, break. God knows I tried. It's an awful awakening in a country boy's life. To look in the mirror in total surprise at the head on my shoulders and the age in my eyes. Amanda, light of my life. Gentleman's wife, Amanda, light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Yeah. Measure of people who don't understand the pleasures of life in a hillbilly band. I got my first guitar when I was 14. Now I'm over 30 and still wearing jeans. Amanda, light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Very good, Dad.
Very good.
I think Little Baby Ducks and Old Pickup Trucks, that's Tom T. Hall, right? That's Tom. Little Baby Ducks, Old Pickup Trucks. Hey, guess who chimed in? Amanda Toups Hendee. Oh, I remember you singing this to me all the time.
Oh,
So,
is that Amanda?
that is Amanda.
A sweet song for a sweet girl.
That is Amanda. All right. I think they liked it, Dad. I saw some thumbs up and some hearts. All right. So
I always thought that Don Williams should have had an accordion in his band.
yeah,
You
I think
that would have
the
went?
only I wish Don Williams would have recorded "Let the Meatball Roll," but yeah.
Let the meatball roll.
Let it roll on the floor.
Let it roll.
I don't think I want that meatball no more. All right, guys, we delirious, man. We quarantining. We delirious. All right, I got news, Pop. You ready for the news?
Yeah. Woo,
Help me out.
woo,
Beep,
woo.
beep, 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 beep,
Local
beep, beep,
news?
beep. This is the Campbell House news,
tell
bro.
them,
They don't
bro.
want people don't want to know what's happening. Our show is to get them out of reality. They don't want to know. They get enough of that on the TV and
I
the
got you.
CNBCs and the
Yeah.
Foxys, Roxy's news, and this is the Campbell news, man.
Yeah,
This is to
yeah.
get your mind out of all that. All right, here's the news. Beep, 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 beep. Terrorist attack at the Campbell house as Brian stepped on several planted Lego landmines at 4:30 a.m. while going to the kitchen. When asked to comment on the record, Brian said, "Ay, ay, ay."
Oh.
A domestic dispute was reported between a male and female at the Campbell residence early Thursday morning. Two-Face the cat and his domestic partner, Mrs. Muffin, were involved in an argument that got out of hand. Eyewitnesses said they heard, "Meow." The couple had no comment when approached by reporters. An inmate was caught trying to escape the Campbell asylum last night. Pat Campbell was apprehended because we heard the bell that we had tied around his neck when he tried to sneak out of the house because coffee. On a positive note, Trayson and Brian Campbell were observed playing and getting along for a solid hour, shattering the old record. And on a related note, hell has frozen over. That's your news of the Campbell household, Pop. We'll get back to the music. Thank you guys for checking out the news.
Oh, I enjoyed the news, but that's old. That's secondhand news to me.
Well.
I like that, me. Me, I like that.
Hey, when they tell me to stop, I'll stop. Oh, look, someone said I made them laugh. The Lego story. Ooh. Hey, and listen, it took me a long time to write that, bro. I got the dyslexia, me.
Yeah.
So what we got next, Dad?
The next song we got is called the Convict Waltz of the 99-Year Waltz.
It was the 99 waltz. It was the 99 waltz. You remember that song, the 40-pound duck?
Yeah, the 40-pound. Oh man.
It was the 99 waltz.
And you know, they used to sing that, play that during the holidays, the Christmas holidays, during duck season, and they used to play it on KROF in the French. But I don't hear it anymore. I wish somebody would play it. I wish I would have recorded it. The Convict Waltz. Convict Waltz, it's a song about a fella that went to jail for 99 years. All because of
He stole some like baby formula or something, man. He had to be
No.
young when he went to jail.
No, it's all because of what his girlfriend said about it was a lie. It looked like she kind of lied on the stand. But anyway,
Oh, I get it. He got 99. Like he might.
99 years he got. The
Now I
Convict
understand.
Waltz. La valse de 99 ans. The waltz of 99-year-old waltz. Ready?
Let's do it.
C'est parce que les paroles t'ont dit qui m'a fait souffrir aussi longtemps que ça. j'avais des larmes dans mes yeux. C'est pas trop, bébé, je m'ennuie tant. C'est ces quatre petits enfants qui me va rester sur ta conscience. La vérité peut peut-être te faire du mal, mais quelqu'un va toujours te comporter.
A couple points. First of all, Dad, that was very good.
Thank you.
A lot of people love the French music, man. I get a lot of reactions. Brett Landry, the deer picture from the Wounded War Heroes auction, bruh, that was priceless. That was awesome. Mr. Randy Reed said Tom T. Hall and Jimmy C. Newman did a big concert in Mamou in the 70s. He says he was their security. They flew on the football field in a helicopter. He said there were thousands of people there. It was pretty cool.
Where was this at?
In Mamou.
Mamou. They're on Mamou.
And Mamou. Let's see. Miss Janelle said that's her song, the 99-Year-Old Waltz. She said she loves that song.
Miss Janelle.
Yeah, Fontenot.
Okay.
And Miss Merlene McKnight, what shirt does Pop have on today? Dad has his Sunday best on today, man. Look at that collar and everything. He's got he had ringing in his ears and he got a collar, so he got a ring around the collar. Fresh for you guys. And he's got his on-time crew change hat. Tell him about
on-time crew change?
Yeah, we used to do back in the day to get out of the house.
Well, my sister-in-law, Cheryl Dixon, has a real good friend, Colleen McGrath, and she married Danny Chapman, so she is Mrs. Colleen Chapman, and I'd see her now and then. She knew I was retired and asked me to go drive for them. They own a crew change.
Dad likes to drive, man.
Oh, and I love to drive, but I kept saying no. And then finally one day she asked me several times. I said, okay, well, I'll go drive, and I really liked it.
They made him an offer he couldn't refuse. All the coffee that you can drink, Pat, if you come to drive for us. It's an offer you can't refuse.
I'll drink to that. Yeah. Thank you, Colleen. I really enjoyed it. Until I had a blood clot in my leg, and then I had to...
And then his youngest son forced him to retire. Jody Primo, I think this is cool, Dad. Listen to this. If you took Polycarp, Hee Haw, and Justin Wilson and mixed them up in a gumbo pot, you'd get this show.
Whoa, I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, absolutely. At least I know who those other people are. That's awesome.
But I like those other people.
Ira LeJoux and Miss Mary LaSalle, man, I especially love hearing the songs in the French.
Mary from Delcombe High School.
So,
I'll tell you what.
Hey, Miss Crystal Mallet. Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry,
I
Dad.
want to say this about DJ Mo and Nell Mo, is that all of their children all have great educations. Yeah. Most of them, some of them are engineers, every single one of them. All can play the music, the piano, or most of them that I know of. And
Miss Merlene McKnight said her maiden name is Chapman. Miss Merlene.
Oh.
That's cool.
Good.
All right.
But Miss
Merlene.
Miss
Merlene McKnight said her maiden name is Chapman. You were talking about Chapman.
Might be related to Danny Chapman from Abbeville, Miss Merlene. That's where he's from, Danny Chapman.
All right. So, okay, here's my trivia question for you guys. I'm assuming, like, I've been giving a lot of thought to, like, things on my bucket list. Like, you have a bucket list, Dad? You don't have to share what's on it, but you ever think about, like, things you want to do before you go meet God?
Yeah.
And so
I've I've been trying to get ready.
So, what's on your bucket list? Once all the quarantine stuff is over and we can safely go out and live our lives, is there anything that you've been giving some thought to that you say, I'm going to go, I've been putting it off, but I'm going to do this? And it doesn't have to be travel, but it's just something that you've been kind of maybe putting off, that this experience has just kind of refocused you to say, I'm going to go do that. I think Dad said, weren't you talking about getting like a low back tattoo or at one point? Or I'm joking. I'm joking. Dad, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. But what's on your bucket list, Dad?
Well, I don't know. I've traveled quite a bit. I've done pretty many things. One thing I would like to do, though, and I sincerely mean this, I really would like to cook some kind of meal, or we meet someplace. I really wouldn't mind cooking a large gumbo. I'm a fairly good cook, according to what people say, and I'd like to invite local people. We could have it someplace in I don't know, I'd like to meet some of the people that they all see me, but I don't see them. And
that sounds like a good idea, Dad. Miss Mary LaSalle said, thank you for saying such nice things about my mama and daddy. We all loved and respected you, and Mrs. Yvonne, love your show. You have no idea how much this is helping us at this time. So,
well, thank you.
And Miss Elaine said she's coming. Social distance, Miss Elaine. Not yet, not yet.
No, the gumbo's not cooked yet.
The meatball's rolling, but the gumbo's not cooked.
Would some of them come to maybe Lafayette or out in Vermilion Parish?
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
They don't live too far.
Yeah,
we can maybe plan that later. We just need to keep in touch.
Now you get to, Dad's about to show off his repertoire. The repertoire that he's going to put down his accordion and he's about to jam out on his harmonica to South to Louisiana. Brett, of course you could come make a jambalaya ball. You think you think Mama raised the dummy? No.
Oh yeah, you can. Or we'll get Barry Toups to cook. Yeah. Maybe we can all have it at Barry Toups' place. Barry usually listens.
Miss Elaine said she's gonna fly in all the way from Milton.
Oh.
I added the fly part. I'm just joking.
If they could land on Bull
Mr. Randy, you got the roux? The roux on you? On two. You know what to do. Pamp at you. Let's rock it out, Pop. South to Louisiana.
South to Louisiana, to the town of Thibodeau. South to Louisiana, to the town of Thibodeau. Joe drove left Bro Bridge in the spring of 44 with Jean-Pierre, his partner, and his cousin Robichaud. They crossed the Chapelaya as they paddled their pirogue through the swamps and the bayous to the town of Thibodeau. They paddled through the marshlands and the swamps of Louisiana with the handles of the handmade oars making blisters in their hands. But they had to get to Thibodeau, so they went on through the swamp. So tonight they were taking that Cajun girls to a crawfish sauce pecan. Where the bayous are flowing, the crawfish keep a-growing. South to Louisiana, to the town of Thibodeau. South to Louisiana, to the town of Thibodeau. Then Joe fell in love with a girl they called Maureen. She came down from Appaloosa to be crowned the Crawfish Queen. They danced and sang in Abbeville, did the same in Gillette. Got married in the springtime, settled down in Lafayette. Then Joule turned to Pierre with a crawfish in his hand. Said, Pierre, you're looking at a mighty hungry man. I'll take the crawfish by the neck and turn his tail like this. Then pass him on to little Maureen, let her make a crawfish biz. Where the bayous are winding, the crawfish they're finding, south to Louisiana, to the town of Thibodeau. South to Louisiana, to the town of Thibodeau. I don't know how to stop it.
Dad, it did great, man. Miss Peggy, look, I think people realize we over here with my cell phone on a tripod that was gifted to us, and no cell. I mean, we mom and popping, bro. Miss Peggy had an awesome idea. Miss Peggy, I love it. If y'all like Miss Peggy's idea, give a thumbs up or a heart. Miss Peggy said we should all wear our new Pat Campbell quarantine concert T-shirts to the get together. I think that's a lovely idea.
They come in pretty
and,
good.
Yeah, we sold over 40 of them, man.
Wow.
A cool song on your harmonica. Man, a lot of people liked it, Dad. Miss Janelle, you better bring a big ice chest, bro. You better bring a glacier full of ice. That's some good music, man, Mr. Randy Reed said. Miss Jody said, Pat and Brian, Neil said, thank you for putting a spotlight on French music.
Thank you, Mr. Neil.
And Haley Kidder's doing some seafood gumbo tonight. This is me pretending to not be jealous right now. Miss Kelly, that would be very appreciative. And
I tell you what I'm having for. Let me say what I'm having for supper tonight.
What you having for supper, Dad?
I'm having fried filet flounder with crawfish etouffee on top of it today's Friday.
Man. Mr. Justin Guillory said, I love listening to your dad while working these 12-hour shifts at the hospital. Brings back memories of my dad because he loved Cajun and French music. And that's what it's all about, huh, Dad? That's why we hear every day is, I know we not everybody's favorite flavor of Girl Scout cookie, but we know that some of you out there like the flavor cookie that we serving up in the box. Metaphorically speaking, of course. All right, Dad, while you prepare for your next song, it's going to be another one on the harmonica, right? I'm going to read a few more comments to you.
Yeah,
man, Pop, a lot of people love the harmonica. Miss Janet Landry said we could pass the ket and have a nice party to pay for everything, and you could keep the extras for your entertainment. Well,
no, I'll tell you what. Miss Janet is a very, very generous person.
Absolutely.
And an excellent, excellent first grade teacher.
Absolutely.
She'd get those kids to read. I tell you what, she's a motivation.
I want to say a quick story, though. It reminds me of the ket. I don't know if anybody was there at the Delcom Dancer with the Stars when I convinced Father Buddy to pass the ket, after their performance. And
money was falling out.
Bruh, it was falling out. And I had to convince him. So I said, I got him on the phone. I said, Father Buddy, I said, do me a favor. I had this idea. And tonight after y'all performed, they were doing a dance for the fundraiser for the project graduation. I said, I want you to bring some cats from church. And well, Brian, I kind of don't want to be Father Buddy tonight. I just kind of want to be, part of the show. I said, okay. I said, well, what's your last name? I'll just call you by your real name and not Father. He said, well, no, I'm Father Buddy. And I was like, okay. And so 5 minutes later, he said, I'm going to bring the cats. They made so much money. And I gave that idea to Notre Dame and Crowley to pass, to do different. Yeah. And Dad, they made over $18,000 passing that kit, But that's what it's about, sharing ideas and helping people to say, hey, listen, I don't mean to cook your gumbo, but let me tell you, bro, this ingredient is going to make it taste good.
Brian, you've helped people raise so much money. And it's your idea, right here, and you're the general, the producer, the everything.
Thank you, Dad. I have a quick question, though, from Mr. Randy. How did you learn to play the accordion? Just on your own, right? Just playing.
I'll tell you how all of this started, as far as I know. I have my aunt, my daddy's sister. Her name was Evelyn Campbell. She married Mr. Clovis Schicksnyder. But before she married Mr. Clovis Schicksnyder, I'm told that she learned how to play the accordion. How she learned, my aunt learned how to play the accordion, I don't know. And she showed my daddy how to play the accordion. She was the oldest, and Dad would be like the third to oldest. And my uncle, Cornelius Campbell, learned how to play the accordion. My daddy didn't have an accordion when I was growing up. But I went to my uncle's house one night, and I was playing the harmonica, but I learned how to play 2 or 3 songs at my Uncle Cornelius's house. And I said, I'm gonna get me one. So that's how I started, all because of
just being introduced to it.
Yeah.
And that's another
Ben Schicksnyder's grandma.
And I think
Roseanne's mama.
and I think that's important to know here is that young kids might be watching this at home in quarantine, or you may introduce to the kid, and you never know, man. You never know what might spark an interest in music or playing an instrument. So
I'm always singing or whistling.
all right, Dad, you got your next song. He's in the jailhouse now.
He's in the jailhouse now.
He's in the jailhouse now.
Well, I had a friend named Ramblin' Bob. He used to steal, gamble, and rob. He thought he was the smartest guy in town. But I found out last Monday that Bob got locked up last Sunday. They got him in the jailhouse way downtown. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I told him once or twice to quit playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I went out last Tuesday. I met a little girl named Susie. I told her I was the swellest man around. Well, she started spending my money. She started and calling me honey. We took in every honky-tonk in town. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. I told him once or twice to quit playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now.
Dad, Mr. Brennan Bio has a special request for a future show, Poor Hobo. If you could play that.
I will. You know what? My daddy was nicknamed Hobo. And my daddy, back when he was, I guess about 19 years old, I don't know, he got married at 25. This was way before. After he married my mom at 25, he didn't play the accordion at all. And I didn't even know he played the accordion until I was in high school. And they called him Hobo. His nickname was Hobo. And come to find out, the way he got his name, he would play at house dances. And he'd play. He excellent player. And they had this man that was hard of hearing. He was pretty much deaf. And back in those days, they didn't have hearing aids, and he had a bullhorn. He put it in his ear, and he'd go next to Daddy, and he wanted Daddy to play Pov Hobo. And he'd just go to Daddy, and he'd say, Hobo, Hobo. And Daddy knew he wanted him to play Pov Hobo. So I know the melody, and I'll play it for you, but I'll forget it. We need to write it down.
Awesome.
I need to play it.
Um,
Ça me fait de la peine de te voir, mais comme un pauvre hobo. Plus d'argent, plus de souliers.
Mr. Eugene wants to know if you can read music. Daddy doesn't read music. Everything is self-taught.
And I can't read French either.
Yeah, and sometimes we struggle with English, but hey, that's my family.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Norris commented that was a Webb Pierce hit back in the 50s.
He's right.
That's pretty
He's
cool.
in the Jailhouse Now.
All right, guys.
Hey, ask him, who knows where Webb Pierce is from? Texas.
North America.
You're right, North America, but be a little more.
The United States.
Yeah.
The South.
Does anybody say anything where?
Well, they're gonna answer. We're gonna
Okay,
prep.
and then
We're gonna prep your last
song.
song. Before You Are My Sunshine. Since I Met You, Baby. Since I Met You, Baby. Dad's gonna play.
You, baby.
And I'm gonna wait to see if anybody guesses where Webb Pierce is from.
Since I met you, baby.
Oh, Miss Deanna, that's okay. You slept till 2, Shad. That's all right. You can watch it. Yeah, you could watch the.
Rerun.
We on syndication on Facebook, man.
Yeah.
We on the Pete and repeat. All right, Dad. This is Since I Met You, Baby. This is probably a more romantic song than the Meatball Roll song.
Yeah, very romantic. But
right.
you know what? The name of this song is Since I Met You, Baby, but in French is Depuis je t'ai rencontré, Charles.
Let me try to say it. Depuis
je t'ai rencontré.
Et français, cher.
Close enough. But I'll sing it in French.
Go ahead, Pop. They're gonna love it.
Depuis je t'ai rencontré, cher, moi je suis assez content. Depuis je t'ai rencontré, cher, moi je vais être aussi content. Allons passer la vie ensemble, à rester beaucoup plus temps. J'ai demandé à ton papa pour te marier. J'ai demandé à ton maman pour te marier. Ils m'ont dit c'est la seule aveu. Oui, va s'en prendre au lait. Depuis que je t'ai rencontré, cher, ma vie est tout changée. Depuis que j'ai rencontré, cher, ma vie est tout changée. Tous mes amis disent, je suis plus pareil d'aujourd'hui. Tous mes amis disent, moi je suis plus pareil.
Dad, very good.
Thank you.
I don't think, unless I missed, where some people said Monroe. You asked about Webb Pierce?
Yeah, exactly. West Monroe.
West
That's where
Monroe.
he's from.
All
Whoever got it,
right.
that's
Oh, Miss Carmen, you didn't get it right though because you didn't ask it in the form of a question like Jeopardy. You know, where is West Monroe? That would have been the.
Well, West Monroe is just to the west of Monroe.
I'm joking, Dad.
But I had to answer. West of
All right.
west of Monroe.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Again, we are the most amateur of amateurs. We just doing this to connect with our friends and family and make some new friends and family along the
try
way.
to make life a little happier.
Absolutely. Especially, with some music that, is kind of dying out, man. We want to kind of get it out there and get it on to live on for our future generations, to never forget the French culture that we have here in South Louisiana. And with that, Pop, any final words?
I want to say a little bit about You're My Sunshine. Today I'm going to add a little extra wording to the end of the song. And I got this from Miss Natil Perrin Dogereau. And she gave us the lyrics of You're My Sunshine, and the very end is different than what we've been singing. So I'm going to add that today.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for joining us today, and we hope to see you guys tomorrow. I know I'm not going into work tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Kelly, for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. Dale. I'll talk to Dad about it. My sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. You all make me happy. You never know. I love you and you and you, my sunshine away. Louisiana, the place where I was born. White fields of cotton, green fields of clover, the best fishing and corn, crawfish, gumbo, and jambalaya, the biggest shrimp and sugar cane, the finest oysters and sweet strawberries, from Toledo to New Orleans. Hey! All right, the remix. Miss Judy, thank you for coming. Miss Victoria, Amanda, we love you. Miss Deneen, thanks for joining us today. Haley, Randy, Elaine, Brenda, Joycelyn, Deanna, Cerise, Merlene, Victoria, Silas, Carmen, Glenda, Eugene, Michael, Joycelyn, Bridget, and a partridge in a pear tree. We love everybody. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Good Lord willing.
And the creek don't rise.
Later.